Orlando Pirates edges Polokwane City by 1-0 to close the gap on local leaders Mamelodi Sundowns. This is a match that took place on Saturday, the 5th of April 2025 at the Old Peter Mokaba Stadium. Old Peter Mokaba Stadium in Polokwane. The match between Polokwane City, who were the host, and the visiting team Orlando Pirates. The match ended 1-0 in favor of Orlando Pirates. It is a goal that came in the second half, around the 60th to 65th minute, which came through the set piece. It was a set piece taken by Kabelo Dlamini. Then the Polokwane City goalkeeper made a blunder, made a mistake for Nkosinathi Sibizi, the Orlando Pirates captain, to capitalize and score his second goal of the season. So that's how Orlando Pirates defeated Polokwane City in that match. And it is a match that became very difficult. It was a very difficult match for Orlando Pirates, just like some of us had already explained or predicted in the preview for this match, that it's going to be a very difficult match for Orlando Pirates, mainly because of that field. Mainly because of that field. The old Peter Mokaba Stadium field, it is not conducive. That old Peter Mokaba Stadium field is not conducive for positive football. It is not positive, it's not conducive. It ends up being a ping pong because you cannot be able to play the ball on the ground. If you are a ball playing team, it becomes very difficult. It becomes very difficult for you to be able to play the ball on the ground because the ground is bumpy, it is hard, and it is small. You see, before you know it, the ball has gone out. So it is a field that works for teams like Polokwane City, who of course prefer playing a low block because it's a very compact field. So it's easy for them to be able to defend and also still be able to transition in terms of the attack. Because if the field is bigger, then it becomes a challenge because there are spaces at the back. It allows the attacking team to be able to exploit those spaces. But if it's a very compact field, it becomes difficult because there's not much spaces. So it was expected that it's going to be a very scrappy game. It was expected it's going to be a very scrappy game. But this is what it takes. By the way, remember, Mamelodi Sundowns earlier on in the season, Mamelodi Sundowns went on to play Polokwane City at the old Peter Mokaba Stadium. And you know what was the result there. We know what was the result. Polokwane City defeated Mamelodi Sundowns there. You see? Polokwane City defeated Mamelodi Sundowns and handed Mamelodi Sundowns their first defeat of the season at that stadium, old Peter Mokaba Stadium. Because as I've already explained or alluded to, that field is not conducive. It is not conducive at all for a team that prefers to play the ball on the ground. And Polokwane City know this very well. They know for you to be able to suffocate, these teams that are good at playing the ball on the ground, then you must take them to that field. So people should not be surprised that much that the Orlando Pirates only won by a goal to nil. Of course, this is not taking away from the fact that Polokwane City themselves, they're a good team. They've been doing well this season, despite their recent form where they had a dip in terms of their form. But they've been doing well in this campaign. So you must consider those factors. You need to consider all those factors. Then those factors will make this scoreline make sense to you. And also have to consider the fact that Orlando Pirates came back from playing the CAF Champions League quarterfinal against MC Alger of Algeria. They were playing on Tuesday. So the traveling, and again, this must be explained, the issue of traveling, all of that. Remember, in South Africa, you do not have the flights that go direct from South Africa to any of these African countries, especially in the north. So you have to connect via Europe or Asia or the Middle East. So of course, the traveling can take its toll. You could see players like Evidence Mahopa, Talent Mbata. They had to be substituted earlier on in the second half because the energy was gone, or it was not there. Because remember, they played a very difficult game against MCLG in Algeria, where they had to defend for the entire 90 minutes. They had to run against MCLG. So of course, and then we must now factor in the traveling, and then factor in the field that they were playing in at the old Peter Mokaba Stadium. Then it explains the dynamics that why Orlando Pirates are not so fluid and all of that. But this is what it takes for you to challenge for the championships. You must win even when it means you must win ugly. I think Orlando Pirates are now beginning to get into that mood of understand that sometimes you'll not play beautiful football. Sometimes the conditions and the opposition will not allow you to be able to play that expansive brand of football. So they must find other ways of winning. And set pieces are a key factor. Those who still remember how Kevin Hunt, under when I was coaching SuperSport United, when he won the league 3 times in succession, look at the most of the goals that his SuperSport team scored. It was mainly on the set pieces. A large portion of those goals that won SuperSport the title, not just one title but 3 titles, a large portion of those goals came from set pieces. You see, so when on open play you are unable to break the opposition, set pieces are still part and a very important part of ensuring that you're able to get the goals. So hence I'm saying that Orlando Pirates are beginning to get into that mode of understanding that sometimes you'll not play pretty. Sometimes you just have to grind. And that's what they did against Polokwane City. That's a championship mentality. And this has closed, now Orlando Pirates has closed the gap between themselves and Mamelodi Sundowns to 12 points. And of course, remember that Orlando Pirates still got 3 games in hand. So if they win those 3 games, then the gap becomes 3 points. So this promises that we may still have an exciting title chase. Because when was the last time we had a title chase, an exciting end to our season here in South Africa? It's been long. The last time we had something like that was the 1920 season, where Kaizer Chiefs lost the league title on the last day of the league. So we hope that Orlando Pirates will be able to keep up the momentum to ensure that at least we still have this exciting title chase. That's what the South African football fans are asking for. To ensure that the predictability goes out of the window. Because when the league becomes predictable, then there's no excitement anymore. There's no excitement and the desire to watch the football and support the football. You see. So congratulations to Orlando Pirates. Now they are moving to hosting MC Alger on Wednesday for the CAF Champions League quarterfinals second leg. And the best of luck to them as they are representing the country there. So yeah, that's how I saw the match. How did you guys see the match? What are your own analysis, guys? What if you were able to watch the match? What did you make of the match? What did you make of the performance from both Polokwane City and Orlando Pirates? Let me hear in the comment section below. And please, guys, remember to subscribe and remember to share and remember to comment and remember to like as well. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in to the Total Football TV.